Buenos dias, folks. Mexican tonight. We are having some low carb burritos tonight. So I've got some hamburger. It is Nature's Promise Angus, 86% lean, delicious beef. We have some Siete taco seasoning that I like to use because it has no MSG and it's organic. And then I have some carb balance tortillas from Mission. We got a little refried beans gonna go on the bottom. I am gonna make some homemade guacamole, and also I have our toppings over here, some cheese, some lettuce. I did food prep yesterday, so I already prepped up my tomatoes, my green onions, my regular onions. I already shredded up my lettuce. I've got my cheese shredded, and I have some grain-free tortilla chips, lime tortilla chips. If y'all have ever tried these, they're delicious. Same company makes both. Anywho, we're gonna get started, and the first thing I'm gonna do is get my ground beef over here in my cast iron skillet, browning up to add our taco seasoning. Then I'm gonna make the guac. So I will be back with you once I get this in the pan browning up. All right, so my hamburger's ground up. I am going to put this taco seasoning sprinkled across the top. If I can get it open, that's what I'm gonna do. My package is so hard to get into, y'all. Tell me that. Will somebody share with me why they make everything so hard to get into? All right, I'm not draining this because it's a very lean hamburger and it doesn't require draining. All right, I've got a third cup of water. We're gonna pour that right in. We're gonna stir it up, and we're gonna let it simmer for a few minutes. And just until it kind of gets to the, thickened consistency that we want, and some of this water like evaporates out of it. And that'll be our taco meat. Tell me if y'all like Mexican. Do you like burritos? I don't usually eat burritos. Me and my husband are really more of a hard taco kind of fan. But when we were cooking at that youth camp a few weeks ago, me and my son, we made burritos. It was like one of the best meals we made. They loved it. And I tried one of them, and it was pretty darn good. So, I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to have a recreation of the burritos. Although I am doing the low carb method. All right. We're going to let that simmer for a minute. Now we're going to start our guacamole. Super simple, y'all. Have y'all ever made homemade guacamole? Not a big deal. This is my avocado keeper. I had a half of one in here that I had from with my breakfast the other morning. And so I basically already have scooped it out of its little shell. Let me get that little piece of the seed out. We don't want that seed, this little stem. So this is all you got to do, y'all. I thought I had another knife. Oh, here it is. I used to cut open the package, didn't I? Alright, so I just cut all the way around this little thing. Normally I use about 3 avocados when I am doing guac. However, actually that comes right out. However, I don't want a whole lot of it left because it's going to make me want to eat more tortilla chips, and I don't really want to do that. Even though they are low carb, they're still tortilla chips, y'all. It's still a snack food, and I'm just trying to do better. This one is not as ripe as the other one, but I hope it's gonna still taste good. It's got a little brown spot in there. Look, if your avocado's got a little brown spot, y'all, just somehow like cut it out. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna taste a little piece of this and make sure that it tastes delicious. It's just not quite as ripe as the other one, but it's still ripe enough and good. Okay, So I take that out and I just go around this whole thing with a spoon and get it out. I'm sure y'all, most of y'all have done this before. Do y'all like guacamole? Did I already ask you that? Did you answer me? Then I just take my little pastry cutter or chopper, or if you don't have that, just use some forks, y'all, and just chop it up. That's all there is to it. Nothing to it but to do it. Oh, sorry. Gotta have a little humor. You know what I'm saying? You need a little humor in your life, folks. Have a good time with yourself. Even if you're by yourself, but I have an audience. I am no Leanne Morgan. I'm not a comedian, but I do like to have a good time. Alright. And if y'all are making this, do you like it chunky? Do you like it super smooth? How do you like your guac? Y'all know me. I don't mind a little rusty. I don't mind a little bit of chop there. I'll just lay this over in the sink and stir this taco meat. Do y'all hear that sizzling away over there? It's really about done. I'm going to turn this burner off. It's going to stay hot in this pan, but I'm going to also slide it off of the burner because I'll probably pull it back on the burner and reheat it right before I make our burritos. Okay? Now, I got a little bit of onion chopped. So I'm going to add a little bit of onion in here. It's a little bit, it's not as fine as I would normally do it for this, but y'all don't really care. Put it to your liking. You could use some green onion, which I have, but I'm going to top it with that. I have a half a lime left over, and I used the lime, what am I trying to say, y'all? Help me out. The peeling, the zest. I zested it last night. I made just some kind of little southwestern salad with some different kinds of beans. That's probably too much lime for that little bit, but guess what? We gonna roll with it. It don't really matter. Nobody's gonna judge it but moi. I have one little clove of garlic. Be careful with fresh garlic in here because it can get very overpowering because it is raw. It's not cooked. It's gonna be very strong and potent. So we don't want a whole lot. Just one little clove there is what we're going to roll with. So we got lime juice, we got onion, we got avocado. I've got some plum tomatoes diced up here. I'm going to put a little bit of plum tomatoes in here. And these really are bigger than what you would normally want. But guess what Laurie's going to do? You got it, roll with it. Folks, we'll put a little bit of salt to your liking. That's good enough for moi. Put a little bit of black pepper. Yes, I like pepper, and plus that shaker, if y'all remember, it comes out super slow. I don't have any fresh cilantro, but remember when I told y'all should keep these in your fridge for moments such as these when you don't have the exact thing. This is at one time was fresh, and it's better than dried. So I'm going to put a little cilantro in there. And guess what, people? We got some guac. Let's stir it up. We're going to give it a little taste. Now we're going to see what it's like. We might want to add a little something else. Or a little bit more, not really something else, but a little bit more of something we've already used. Let's just see. All right. Can y'all see that? It's ready. All right. Give it a little taste. It'll be better once it sits for a little while. That's absolutely perfect. Couldn't be any better if I made it myself. Oh, wait. I did make it myself. Oh, Lover, you are too funny tonight. What in the world, girl, is going on? All right, folks. I'm going to go over here and heat the beans up there in the microwave. I put them in a little bowl with microwave and paper plate on there, done. I got my tortillas. on a paper plate covered with a paper towel. I'm going to heat those for 15 seconds. See if they're warm. Then we're going to get them laid down. We're going to build it. And we're ready to eat. How quick is this dinner? Y'all, come on. What, 15 minutes to cook this dinner? Roll it up, and we'll call it a day. I'm going to clean up a little bit of this mess and get some room so I'll be able to roll them out. All right, y'all ready to put these things together? All right, so I have low-carb spinach wraps. You can use regular, use whatever you like, y'all. Top whatever you like. Whatever your family likes. Let them make their own. Let them learn how to roll these things up. So I just spread out a little beans, and let me tell y'all something. It was a teenage camp, right? You know how picky teenagers can be? Well, we rolled them up ahead of time. We put beans, beef, and cheese. That's all we put on them. We had a taco, nacho bar out there so they could get toppings if they wanted them. But we had 2 of the guys say, we don't like beans, but we loved them on the burritos. And when you put them on there, the kids can't really taste them, y'all. Okay? So, we got us some beans. We got us a little meat. Got us a little cheese. Hopefully, I'm not getting them too full to wrap, but I have been known to do it. By the time you get all your little toppings on there. Okay, so normally burritos do not have this. But this is the way my family likes it. Y'all do it the way your family likes. You might just do the beef and the cheese and the beans, and you don't have to add all this other stuff. But I'm doing it the way my family likes. See, that's the good thing about this kind of thing is you do it the way your family likes. So then, now these low carbs are a little bit harder to work with than regular ones. One, they're not as big. I use the big 10-inch burrito wraps. But these are small, more like for tacos. So it's not going to roll up just perfect, y'all. But it doesn't matter. Okay, look. There we go. We got a little burrito. Then we're going to bring our wrap over. Wrap both ends. Roll it up like a burrito. This foil like this helps it stay hot. If you're, waiting for your whole family to come to the table, whatever, you don't have to roll it up in this. But to me, it's easier, and it keeps it warm. And what it's going to do while it's in that foil is it's going to, because I rolled it up tight, it's going to start to make the seams stick together so the stuff doesn't fall out as bad because it's kind of, the steam is kind of sealing it together. Does that make sense to y'all? Okay. So, it is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. Okay, lettuce, little tomatoes. Now, the next 2 I make, I am just going to do the beef, cheese, and beans because I'm not sure if we'll eat that much. And I don't want it left over with all these little toppings on there because then if you microwave it, you don't want no hot lettuce and tomatoes and stuff, do you? I don't think so. So you see, I come up over it and then I'm pulling. Y'all can't even see it, can you? I came over it and now I'm kind of pulling it back to kind of get it in there. And then we roll it a little bit and we just fold our little ends in. And trust me, if you have the big burrito wraps, this is a breeze. You can put these. I think me and my son decided that, I forget how many. We did, what's 160? I think we did like 170 burritos, rolled 170 burritos in like an hour. So there's our 2 regular burritos. And then this one, I might just make mine. I'm going to probably eat 2. I don't care what my husband will. Alright, this one. Now watch, this one's going to be easier, y'all, because I'm not going to put all the toppings in there. Okay, this one's just beef, beans, and cheese, all right? Come up, pull it back. Now, if you've got the big ones, you can use 2 hands to pull it back, but these are little. I don't need 2 hands. Roll it a little bit, tuck your ends in like this, and kind of hold this with your pinkies, you see? And you're rolling it. Y'all remember when I did the egg roll wrappers? It's kind of the same deal, okay? Look there. Now I'm going to make the last one And I'm going to actually taste it for y'all. And let's see how it tastes. So I'm going to make this one regular. And I'm sure one of us will eat too. And if not, so be it. Alright, we got a little bit of beef on here. Don't you think the kids would have fun making their own? It's very easy to get too much stuff on there. Bear, this is not for you, buddy, because you already ate your dinner. Mommy made sure to fix yours first, so you wouldn't bug me. And here you are. And here you are, just like a dog, always begging. Okay, pull it back. Try to get it tight in there. Roll it a little bit. Tuck your ends. Tuck your ends up. And keep this train rolling, y'all. Look, there's your little burrito. Okay, let's give her a taste and see how it is. It's yummy. It is yummy. So good. I don't know if y'all. My little bite mark. There it is. Woo! It's good, y'all. This was the quickest meal. I don't think this took, well, I did have some of my things pre-prepped. So let's say if you don't have it pre-prepped, it might take 30 minutes. Quick, weeknight meal. Look, I put a little guac in these little cups. Put some little tortillas on the plate. Put the burritos on the plate. Let me show y'all what else I did real quick. When I did my food prep. I don't know if y'all can see this. These are those little hefty containers I use. I washed and got my little strawberries in there. I got these little boats, y'all. I don't know if you use boats. I buy these at Sam's. They come like a $500, $752 a case. And then I got paper towels in there to drain them on. And I just set it right down in these little things and cover it up. I've got blueberries, I got blackberries, and I also did some orange slices. So we're gonna have a little fruit on our plate, and it is gonna be a good meal. All right, y'all, here it is plated up. I know my lighting's terrible, but it is what it is. I mean, it's done a cute little dinner. Huh? Don't you want to make your family some? Go on and try some. Y'all have a good night.